You want to know my top reason for opening your own law firm? It was one of the main reasons that I opened my own practice over 14 years ago. And that reason is freedom. What is more valuable in life than your freedom? Your ability to do with your time what you want to do with your time. Your ability to do with your hard-earned money what you want to do with your hard-earned money. Your ability to do with your energy and your health what you choose to do with your energy and health. All of these things have to do with the freedom to make your own decisions as an attorney. And unfortunately, way too many attorneys sell themselves short by giving their freedom to a boss, a law partner, a senior associate, somebody else who is in charge of your time, your energy, your hard work, your freedom. Why do that? You and I work too hard to get into law school, to pass in order to graduate from law school, and then take the bar and pass the bar and then become a practicing attorney. And gaining skills in those first several years of practice where you are ready to open your own practice. If you've been a practicing lawyer for even a few years, you are ready to open your own firm because you have what it takes. All you may be lacking right now is the belief in yourself that you can make this happen. I want to give you this one suggestion. If you're thinking about opening your own practice, if you've thought about it in the past and you've told yourself, I can't do that, I don't have what it takes to run my own law firm, I want you to think about this. If you spend the next 30 to 40 to maybe even 50 years practicing law, and you are building somebody else's dream at your own expense, you are building somebody else's law firm, or maybe somebody else's business, or maybe even a government agency. You are building another person's goals, aspirations, and dreams at your own expense. And that may give you some amount of security. But the truth is, in this short time on earth that we have, this relatively short time span of 80, maybe 90, maybe 100 years, the time that you have to really devote yourself to the practice of law to make a difference for other people that you serve as well as yourself and your family is relatively short, 30, 40 years. And why would you want to give your best years, your best energy and health to somebody else's dream, to somebody else's aspirations? When you yourself, if you take the time to learn the important steps in building a law practice that is successful, that will give you a six-figure earnings, that will help you experience true freedom in your life and have a more direct correlation between the work that you do for your clients and the time, energy, and financial success you have in your personal life as a result of that. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you, and I understand the challenge, the lack of confidence, the lack of self-assurance, the fears, the worries, the anxieties that go along into opening your own law practice. Because I went through all of that more than 14 years ago. And at that time I had 8 children. I was the sole breadwinner. I loved my family, and I was devoted to finding a way to free up more of my time from the practice of law when I was working in a busy boutique criminal defense firm where we were doing 7 figures together. Just a small firm, a few of us, but we were very successful. But I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I did not have the time I wanted to spend with my family, to enjoy my kids as they were growing up. And when I discovered that running my own law firm was not rocket science, it really was not complicated. It just took the awareness of what was necessary to make responsible decisions for my own practice. It took learning certain skills that I developed over time and that you can as well. But it wasn't difficult. Yes, it was a challenge sometimes, more of an emotional challenge when you're trying to get those first few clients or get that first 100 grand worth of income. But trust me when I tell you, there's nothing special about any attorney who opens his or her own law practice, except the fact that they have made a decision that their own freedom, that their own future, that their own self-worth is more important than the comfort or security they think they have by working for somebody else in somebody else's law firm. So if you are thinking about opening your own practice, I believe that you can do it. I figured it out, and I'm not the smartest guy. I was middle of the road in law school. I graduated. I had 3 kids when I graduated. I was happy to graduate. But when you really plant within your heart and your soul this basic truth that your freedom is more precious than any comfort or security you might get by working for somebody else in their law practice, then it becomes easier to make the decision to rip off the band-aid of that false security and start your own practice and begin to live a life of freedom and success as somebody who runs your own law practice. I believe in you. You can do it.